Part 1. The Pillar of Peace. The Silent Power of Patience. Subtitle: How Cultivating Patience Transforms Your Life and Awakens Your Inner Light. Patience is more than simply waiting. It is the art of trusting the flow of life while maintaining inner calm. In a world that constantly demands speed, immediate results, and instant responses, patience becomes a pillar of strength, a quiet force that nurtures resilience, clarity, and inner peace. True patience allows us to navigate challenges without losing balance, giving us the ability to act thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. When we cultivate patience, we learn to observe life's events with calmness, understanding that every situation carries lessons and opportunities for growth. It is not a passive state, but an active choice to remain composed, to breathe deeply, and to respond from a place of awareness. In moments of tension or uncertainty, patience enables us to maintain a centered presence, allowing solutions to emerge naturally and thoughtfully. Life often tests our patience through delays, obstacles, or unexpected changes. Instead of resisting or feeling frustrated, those who cultivate patience understand that these moments are opportunities to strengthen character, develop empathy, and deepen self-awareness. Patience teaches us to embrace uncertainty with grace and to trust in the timing of the universe. Practicing patience also nurtures relationships. When we respond with calmness instead of anger or impulsiveness, we inspire harmony, understanding, and compassion in others. Our ability to listen, pause, and consider before acting creates an environment of trust and respect. In this way, patience becomes a source of connection, enhancing communication and strengthening bonds with those around us. Patience is closely linked to spiritual growth. By cultivating inner calm, we create space for reflection, intuition, and alignment with our higher self. Patience allows us to hear the quiet guidance within, to recognize synchronicities, and to act in ways that resonate with our soul's purpose. It is through patience that we awaken to the subtle rhythms of life and the deeper truths that guide our journey. Moreover, patience is a practice of self-love. Each moment we choose patience over frustration, understanding over anger, and trust over worry, we affirm our commitment to our own well-being and inner growth. It enables us to face challenges with courage, embrace life's uncertainties, and maintain faith in our ability to navigate any circumstance with grace. In cultivating patience, we learn that progress is often subtle and gradual. Every step taken with care, every decision made with mindfulness, and every moment of restraint strengthens our capacity for resilience and clarity. Patience transforms challenges into lessons, mistakes into wisdom, and obstacles into stepping stones toward fulfillment. Ultimately, the pillar of peace, patience, reminds us that true strength lies not in controlling life, but in harmonizing with its flow. It empowers us to respond consciously, live intentionally, and awaken our inner light, even amid life's storms. By embracing patience, we discover that peace is not found in the absence of challenges, but in the quiet confidence of a heart aligned with truth and grace. If this message resonated with you, follow us to continue awakening your inner light and learning how to cultivate patience in Part 2. When Time Heals and Forgiveness Frees. Subtitle: Free yourself from the past, embrace the present, and strengthen your soul. Forgiveness is one of the most profound paths to liberation and inner peace. Holding on to resentment, anger, or past pain acts as a heavy anchor, preventing the soul from moving forward and limiting our ability to fully experience life. Yet, when we embrace forgiveness, we release the chains that bind us, creating space for healing, growth, and the awakening of our inner light. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrongs or forgetting the pain. It is a conscious choice to let go of what no longer serves our higher good. Time is a remarkable healer, yet it works best when combined with intention. As days, weeks, and months pass, wounds soften, perspectives shift, and clarity emerges. When we allow time to work in conjunction with forgiveness, we align with a rhythm that restores balance to our hearts and minds. Patience, coupled with conscious reflection, enables us to see that every painful experience carries lessons and opportunities for transformation. The act of forgiving requires courage. It is natural to fear vulnerability or to think that releasing anger might diminish our sense of justice. However, the greatest benefit of forgiveness is internal. It liberates us from the weight of bitterness, restores emotional equilibrium, and opens the door to deeper compassion. By forgiving, we reclaim our peace, strengthen our resilience, and empower our spirit to rise above negativity. Forgiveness is also a gateway to spiritual growth. When we let go of grudges, we align our energy with love, harmony, and higher consciousness. Our intuition sharpens, our decisions become clearer, and we cultivate the ability to respond to life from a space of awareness rather than reaction. Each act of forgiveness is a conscious choice to move closer to the truth of who we are and the light that resides within us. Self-forgiveness is equally essential. Many times, we are our own harshest critics, trapped in cycles of guilt and self-judgment. Releasing blame and embracing our own humanity is a profound step toward wholeness. When we forgive ourselves, we cultivate self-love, acceptance, and the courage to continue evolving, recognizing that mistakes are opportunities for growth rather than permanent failures. The practice of forgiveness transforms relationships as well. By releasing resentment toward others, we create space for understanding, empathy, and deeper connection. Forgiveness encourages reconciliation, fosters trust, and allows love to flow more freely. Even when reconciliation is not possible, the act of forgiving remains a gift to ourselves, clearing our hearts of negative energy and allowing light to shine through. Forgiveness is a journey, not a single act. It requires reflection, awareness, and the willingness to release old wounds gradually. Each moment of conscious forgiveness strengthens our inner freedom, reinforces our sense of purpose, and enhances our ability to experience life fully. By choosing forgiveness, we transform pain into wisdom, conflict into harmony, and limitation into spiritual growth. Ultimately, when time heals and forgiveness frees, we discover the profound truth that the key to peace lies not in controlling circumstances but in mastering our own hearts. Each act of letting go is a step toward liberation, empowerment, and alignment with the higher self. By embracing forgiveness, we awaken a transformative energy within us, one that radiates love, understanding, and inner harmony. If this message touched your heart, follow us to continue learning how to awaken your inner light and harness the power of forgiveness to live with peace, freedom, and spiritual growth. Part 3. Awakening Self-Confidence. Recognize your inner strength and pursue your journey with courage. Self-confidence is the cornerstone of personal growth and spiritual awakening. It is the quiet strength that allows us to trust in our abilities, embrace challenges, and navigate life with assurance and clarity. Without self-confidence, even the most brilliant ideas or deepest intentions may remain dormant, unexpressed due to fear, doubt, or uncertainty. Awakening this confidence is not about arrogance or overestimating our abilities, but about recognizing our true potential and trusting the guidance within. True self-confidence emerges from understanding and accepting oneself. It requires awareness of our strengths, acknowledgement of our weaknesses, and the willingness to learn from both successes and failures. By embracing who we are fully, we create a solid foundation upon which we can build resilience, courage, and inner peace. Confidence grows when we act in alignment with our values and respond to life authentically, without seeking validation from others. Challenges often test our self-confidence, revealing areas where we feel inadequate or uncertain. These moments are opportunities to cultivate strength through reflection, patience, and intentional action. Each obstacle overcome, each fear faced, and each decision made with courage reinforces our inner trust. Self-confidence is forged not in comfort but in the conscious choice to act despite discomfort, uncertainty, or doubt. Self-confidence is also closely connected to inner peace. When we trust ourselves, we reduce internal conflict, second-guessing, and anxiety. This clarity allows us to focus energy on meaningful pursuits, nurturing relationships, and personal and spiritual growth. Confidence enables us to act from a place of authenticity rather than fear, creating a ripple effect that positively influences those around us. Spiritual practice enhances self-confidence. Meditation, reflection, prayer, and mindful living help us connect to our inner guidance, revealing that we are equipped to handle life's challenges. By strengthening our spiritual connection, we realize that self-confidence is not merely a personal attribute but a reflection of our alignment with higher wisdom and purpose. Confidence is, therefore, a manifestation of trust in ourselves and in the divine flow of life. Awakening self-confidence also involves courage to face vulnerability. It is natural to fear judgment or rejection, yet true confidence allows us to embrace vulnerability as a path to authenticity and growth. By stepping into our truth, expressing our needs, and pursuing our goals, we demonstrate that self-confidence is rooted in integrity, courage, and self-respect rather than external approval. Practical steps to nurture self-confidence include setting small, achievable goals, celebrating progress, maintaining a positive inner dialogue, and surrounding ourselves with supportive and uplifting influences. Each conscious action taken in alignment with our purpose strengthens our belief in our abilities and enhances our capacity to navigate life with resilience and determination. Self-confidence also empowers decision-making. When we trust ourselves, we can choose paths that reflect our true desires, take responsibility for our actions, and maintain clarity even amidst uncertainty. Confidence allows us to act with intentionality rather than react impulsively, creating a life that resonates with our deepest values and aspirations. Ultimately, awakening self-confidence is a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. It invites us to recognize the inherent strength within, embrace our uniqueness, and navigate life with courage, authenticity, and grace. As we cultivate this inner trust, we illuminate our path, inspire others, and step fully into the potential of our soul's purpose. If this message inspired you, follow us to continue awakening your inner light, strengthening your self-confidence, and embracing your true potential every day. Part 4. The transformative energy of positivity. How positive thoughts shape your reality and attract abundance. Positivity is a powerful force that shapes the way we experience life and interacts with the world around us. Our thoughts carry energy, influencing our emotions, actions, and even the opportunities we attract. When we consciously cultivate positivity, we align ourselves with higher vibrations, creating an environment that fosters growth, creativity, and abundance. Positive thinking is not about denying challenges or pretending life is perfect. It is about choosing to focus on solutions, possibilities, and the lessons embedded within each experience. The energy of positivity begins within. It requires awareness of our thought patterns, the ability to identify negative or limiting beliefs, and the willingness to replace them with constructive and empowering perspectives. By consciously redirecting our focus toward gratitude, hope, and optimism, we train the mind to perceive life as a source of opportunities rather than obstacles. Each positive thought strengthens our inner resilience and opens pathways for new experiences. Positivity affects our emotional state, promoting mental clarity, emotional balance, and inner peace. When we approach situations with optimism, we are less likely to feel overwhelmed by stress or negativity. Instead, we respond thoughtfully and creatively, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than sources of frustration. This emotional shift fosters confidence, courage, and the ability to navigate life with grace. Our external environment also responds to the energy we emit. People, circumstances, and opportunities often mirror the vibrations we carry. By maintaining a positive mindset, we naturally attract situations and relationships that resonate with our energy. Positivity is therefore both a personal and spiritual practice, shaping not only our inner world but also influencing the life we manifest. Spiritual growth is deeply connected to positivity. When we cultivate hopeful, loving, and compassionate thoughts, we align with higher vibrations of energy and consciousness. This alignment strengthens our intuition, enhances our decision-making, and enables us to act in ways that are harmonious with our soul's purpose. Positivity becomes a bridge between our inner light and the outer reality, guiding us toward meaningful experiences and connections. Positivity also nurtures resilience. Life inevitably presents difficulties, but a positive mindset allows us to face challenges with courage, adaptability, and perseverance. By focusing on what can be learned, finding silver linings, and remaining solution-oriented, we transform adversity into growth. Positivity empowers us to maintain faith in our journey, reinforcing the understanding that every setback is temporary and that opportunities for renewal and success are always present. Daily practices strengthen the energy of positivity. Meditation, affirmations, visualization, and mindful reflection help anchor constructive thought patterns and maintain an optimistic outlook. Simple acts, such as expressing gratitude, helping others, or reframing a difficult situation, amplify positive energy, creating a ripple effect that influences our emotions, relationships, and life circumstances. Positivity also inspires and uplifts those around us. When we radiate hope, encouragement, and joy, we contribute to the well-being and growth of others. Our words, actions, and presence serve as reminders that a positive mindset is not only transformative for ourselves but also for the community we are part of. Ultimately, the transformative energy of positivity is a conscious choice, a daily practice, and a path to personal and spiritual fulfillment. It allows us to see life through a lens of abundance, opportunity, and purpose, creating a reality that reflects our inner light. By nurturing positivity, we cultivate resilience, attract blessings, and inspire ourselves and others to embrace life fully. If this message inspired you, follow us to continue cultivating positive energy, awakening your inner light, and creating a life filled with abundance, joy, and purpose. Part 5. The importance of daily gratitude. Discover how appreciating life transforms your mind, body, and spirit. Gratitude is a transformative practice that has the power to shift our perception of life, deepen our relationships, and enhance our well-being. When we cultivate gratitude daily, we learn to focus on what we have rather than what we lack, fostering a sense of abundance and contentment. It is not merely a feeling but a conscious choice to acknowledge and appreciate the gifts, lessons, and moments that surround us. Practicing gratitude rewires the mind to perceive opportunities and positivity even in challenging circumstances. Instead of dwelling on setbacks, we learn to recognize the lessons hidden within difficulties and to celebrate progress, no matter how small. This perspective nurtures resilience, strengthens emotional balance, and enhances our ability to navigate life with calmness and clarity. Gratitude impacts the body as well. Studies show that people who practice regular gratitude experience reduced stress, improved sleep, and increased vitality. By focusing on positive experiences and expressing thankfulness, we influence the nervous system, lower cortisol levels, and promote a healthier, more balanced physiological state. Each moment of genuine appreciation contributes to holistic wellness, connecting mind, body, and spirit. Spiritually, gratitude is a profound practice. When we recognize the abundance and beauty in our lives, we align with higher vibrations and the flow of the universe. Gratitude opens the heart, strengthens intuition, and deepens our connection with the divine or our inner wisdom. Through gratitude, we acknowledge that every experience, joyful or challenging, serves a purpose in our growth and evolution. Daily gratitude can be expressed in various ways. Journaling about things you are thankful for, reflecting on moments of joy or lessons learned at the start or end of the day, expressing appreciation to others, or simply taking a moment to breathe and acknowledge life itself. Each small practice reinforces a mindset of abundance, peace, and positivity, gradually transforming how we experience life. Gratitude also enhances relationships. Recognizing and expressing appreciation for the people in our lives fosters trust, empathy, and deeper connection. Simple gestures, such as a sincere thank you, acts of kindness, or words of affirmation, create a ripple effect of positivity, strengthening bonds and cultivating mutual respect and love. Moreover, gratitude shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance. It reminds us that we are surrounded by countless blessings, often overlooked in daily routines. Each day offers opportunities to notice and celebrate life's small wonders: the warmth of the sun, a smile from a stranger, the support of a friend, or the lessons learned from challenges. Acknowledging these moments elevates our energy, enhances our mood, and opens doors to new possibilities. Practicing gratitude also fosters patience and acceptance. When we appreciate life as it is, we learn to accept circumstances without resistance, trusting that each experience contributes to our growth. Gratitude helps us release judgment, comparison, and resentment, replacing them with understanding, compassion, and optimism. Ultimately, the practice of daily gratitude transforms our entire being. It elevates our mindset, nurtures our emotional health, strengthens our relationships, and deepens our spiritual awareness. By consciously cultivating gratitude, we create a life of abundance, joy, and harmony, allowing our inner light to shine brightly and positively influence the world around us. If this message resonated with you, follow us to continue cultivating gratitude every day, awakening your inner light, and living a life filled with joy, abundance, and spiritual fulfillment. Part 6. The Journey of Resilience. Overcoming challenges and strengthening the mind and heart. Resilience is the capacity to endure, adapt, and grow through life's challenges. It is the inner strength that allows us to face adversity with courage, to recover from setbacks, and to continue moving forward with determination and hope. Life inevitably presents difficulties, whether in personal relationships, professional endeavors, or internal struggles. Cultivating resilience ensures that we do not merely survive these experiences but thrive and transform through them. The journey of resilience begins with self-awareness. Understanding our emotions, recognizing our fears, and identifying our strengths enables us to navigate challenges more effectively. By acknowledging what we feel and why we feel it, we can respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Resilience is not about suppressing emotions. It is about embracing them, learning from them, and using them as catalysts for growth. Resilience requires patience and persistence. Life's challenges often do not resolve immediately, and solutions may take time to emerge. By maintaining faith in our abilities and trusting the process, we develop endurance and perseverance. Each small step forward, each conscious effort to learn and adapt, strengthens our capacity to withstand future obstacles with greater confidence and ease. Mindset plays a critical role in building resilience. Choosing to view difficulties as opportunities for learning rather than as insurmountable problems transforms how we experience life. Resilient individuals maintain hope, practice optimism, and focus on actionable steps rather than dwelling on limitations. This shift in perspective empowers us to see possibilities, discover creative solutions, and maintain motivation even when circumstances are challenging. Spirituality also enhances resilience. Connecting with our inner guidance, higher self, or divine energy provides strength beyond our immediate understanding. Spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, reflection, and mindful breathing anchor us in a sense of purpose and alignment. They remind us that we are part of a greater whole, and that every challenge serves a higher purpose in our personal and spiritual evolution. Resilience involves flexibility. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances is essential. By cultivating open-mindedness and learning to embrace uncertainty, we reduce stress and increase our capacity to respond effectively. Flexibility allows us to navigate unexpected events without losing our sense of direction or inner balance, transforming obstacles into stepping stones for growth. Support networks also contribute to resilience. Seeking guidance, sharing experiences, and connecting with those who uplift and encourage us strengthens our capacity to endure hardships. Community, mentorship, and relationships built on trust and empathy provide emotional sustenance, perspective, and reassurance when challenges feel overwhelming. Every challenge faced with resilience builds confidence. Overcoming difficulties, recovering from setbacks, and persisting despite adversity reveals our innate strength and courage. Each victory, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that we are capable of navigating life's complexities and achieving our goals. Ultimately, the journey of resilience is a continuous path of learning, growth, and empowerment. It teaches us to face life's storms with composure, to transform challenges into opportunities, and to cultivate inner strength that radiates outward. By embracing resilience, we awaken our ability to endure, adapt, and flourish, inspiring others through our courage and determination. If this message inspired you, follow us to continue developing resilience, strengthening your mind and heart, and navigating life's challenges with courage, hope, and spiritual growth. Part 7. Connection with spirituality. Finding guidance, peace, and purpose through faith and introspection. Spirituality is the thread that connects us to something greater than ourselves, providing guidance, meaning, and inner peace. It is a journey of self-discovery, awareness, and alignment with the deeper truths of life. By cultivating a connection with our spiritual essence, we learn to navigate challenges with clarity, approach life with compassion, and live in harmony with our true purpose. Spirituality is not limited to rituals or religious practices. It is a conscious choice to honor the soul, seek wisdom, and align our actions with higher principles. Connecting with spirituality begins with introspection. By pausing to reflect on our thoughts, emotions, and intentions, we create space to understand our deepest desires and align with our purpose. Meditation, prayer, contemplation, and mindful practices help cultivate awareness and foster a deeper relationship with our inner self. This connection allows us to discern guidance, recognize opportunities, and act in ways that resonate with our higher nature. Spirituality nurtures resilience and emotional stability. When we are grounded in our spiritual beliefs or inner truth, we are better equipped to face life's uncertainties with composure and faith. Challenges that might otherwise create fear or anxiety become opportunities for growth and learning. Spiritual awareness reminds us that we are part of a greater whole and that every experience, even the difficult ones, contributes to our evolution. Faith is a cornerstone of spiritual connection. Believing in the guidance of a higher power, the intelligence of the universe, or the wisdom within ourselves provides comfort, direction, and motivation. Faith empowers us to act with courage, trust in our journey, and maintain hope even when circumstances seem uncertain or unfavorable. It is the light that illuminates our path when darkness surrounds us, reminding us that we are never alone. Spirituality also strengthens empathy and compassion. As we become more attuned to our own inner experiences and the interconnectedness of life, we naturally cultivate understanding and kindness toward others. This connection enhances relationships, fosters harmony, and allows us to influence the world positively through conscious actions. Every act of compassion becomes a reflection of our spiritual alignment, radiating energy that inspires and uplifts. Practicing spirituality daily reinforces presence and mindfulness. Simple acts, such as mindful breathing, reflection on daily experiences, reading inspirational texts, or expressing gratitude, help anchor us in the present moment and strengthen our awareness of the spiritual dimensions of life. These practices cultivate inner peace, clarity, and a deeper sense of purpose, creating a foundation for balanced decision-making and intentional living. Spirituality invites us to explore the mysteries of life with curiosity and openness. By seeking wisdom beyond the material realm, we expand our consciousness and embrace the profound interconnectedness of all beings. This perspective helps us navigate challenges with perspective, find meaning in experiences, and maintain hope and optimism even in the face of adversity. Ultimately, connecting with spirituality transforms the way we perceive and interact with the world. It allows us to live with integrity, act with compassion, and align our daily choices with the values that reflect our highest self. Spiritual connection empowers us to embrace life fully, navigate challenges gracefully, and awaken the inner light that guides us toward fulfillment and purpose. Sparkles CTA. If this message touched your heart, follow us to continue deepening your spiritual connection, finding guidance and purpose, and awakening your inner light each day. Part 8. The Power of Inner Serenity. Cultivating calm and balance even amidst life's storms. Inner serenity is a sanctuary within, a state of calm and balance that allows us to navigate life with clarity, resilience, and grace. In a world filled with constant noise, stress, and unpredictability, cultivating inner serenity becomes essential for maintaining mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It is not about escaping reality but embracing it fully while remaining centered, composed, and aware. Serenity begins with self-awareness. By observing our thoughts, emotions, and reactions, we can identify sources of tension and develop the ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This awareness allows us to create space between stimulus and response, giving us the freedom to choose actions that align with our highest good. The more we practice observing without judgment, the stronger our inner calm becomes. Mindfulness is a key component of inner serenity. Engaging in practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or mindful reflection trains the mind to remain present, reducing anxiety about the past or future. Presence allows us to appreciate life fully, respond with clarity, and maintain equanimity even when facing challenges. Each moment of mindfulness reinforces a sense of peace, grounding us in the stability of the present. Serenity is also closely connected to emotional resilience. When we cultivate inner calm, we are better equipped to handle stress, disappointment, and conflict without being overwhelmed. This state of balance strengthens our ability to think clearly, make sound decisions, and act from a place of wisdom rather than fear. Serenity provides the clarity necessary to discern what truly matters, prioritize effectively, and navigate life with purpose. Spiritual connection enhances inner serenity. By aligning with our higher self, the divine or universal energy, we tap into a source of guidance, strength, and peace that transcends external circumstances. Spiritual practices, such as prayer, contemplation, or connecting with nature, foster a sense of harmony and trust in the flow of life. Serenity, in this context, becomes a reflection of our alignment with universal principles and our inner truth. Inner serenity also nurtures healthier relationships. When we approach interactions with calmness, empathy, and understanding, we create an environment of trust and respect. Others feel heard, valued, and supported, strengthening connections and reducing conflict. Our serene presence can serve as a stabilizing influence, inspiring peace and balance in those around us. Cultivating serenity requires letting go. Releasing attachment to outcomes, control, or perfection allows us to flow with life rather than resist it. Acceptance of what is does not imply passivity but rather conscious engagement with reality while maintaining inner equilibrium. This practice reduces stress, enhances clarity, and frees mental and emotional energy for growth, creativity, and fulfillment. Daily habits reinforce inner serenity. Simple actions, such as starting the day with gratitude, pausing for mindful breathing, reflecting on personal values, or spending quiet moments in nature, create a foundation for enduring calm. Over time, these practices strengthen our resilience, sharpen our intuition, and deepen our capacity to maintain balance in any situation. Ultimately, the power of inner serenity transforms our experience of life. It allows us to meet challenges with composure, make choices aligned with our purpose, and radiate calmness and confidence in every interaction. By cultivating serenity, we awaken our inner strength, connect with our highest self, and create a harmonious, fulfilling life. If this message resonated with you, follow us to continue cultivating inner serenity, awakening your inner light, and navigating life's challenges with calmness, clarity, and balance. Part 9. The transformative power of forgiveness. Free yourself from resentment, heal your soul, and transform your relationships. Forgiveness is one of the most profound acts of liberation and healing we can offer ourselves. Holding on to anger, resentment, or past hurts weighs heavily on the mind, heart, and spirit, limiting our ability to experience joy, love, and peace. Yet, when we embrace forgiveness, we release this burden, creating space for emotional freedom, personal growth, and spiritual awakening. True forgiveness is not about condoning harmful actions or forgetting the pain. It is about choosing to release the negative energy that binds us and reclaiming our inner peace. The power of forgiveness begins within. Often, we carry grudges or self-blame that prevent us from moving forward. By confronting these emotions with honesty and compassion, we can understand their origin and consciously decide to let them go. This internal process strengthens resilience, enhances clarity, and cultivates a sense of empowerment. Forgiveness allows us to take control of our emotional state, freeing us from the cycle of suffering that resentment perpetuates. Forgiveness is closely linked to self-love. When we forgive ourselves, we acknowledge our humanity, release guilt, and embrace growth. Accepting our imperfections enables us to learn from past mistakes without being trapped in shame or regret. Self-forgiveness empowers us to move forward with confidence, courage, and the wisdom gained from experience, reinforcing our sense of self-worth and inner strength. Spiritual growth is amplified through forgiveness. By releasing resentment, we align with higher vibrations of love, compassion, and understanding. This alignment strengthens our intuition, opens pathways for divine guidance, and fosters harmony in both our inner and outer worlds. Forgiveness becomes a bridge that connects our hearts to our higher self, allowing us to experience life with greater clarity, empathy, and peace. Forgiveness also transforms relationships. Holding on to grudges often creates distance, tension, and conflict, preventing authentic connection. When we choose to forgive, we restore harmony, foster empathy, and create opportunities for reconciliation and deeper understanding. Even when reconciliation is not possible, the act of forgiveness remains a powerful tool for personal liberation, allowing us to interact with others from a place of calm and balance. Practicing forgiveness requires patience and courage. Letting go of resentment does not happen overnight, and it may involve repeated reflection, emotional processing, and conscious choice. Each step taken toward forgiveness reinforces emotional resilience, strengthens character, and opens the door to personal freedom. By persevering in this practice, we cultivate a life of clarity, purpose, and meaningful relationships. Forgiveness also impacts our physical and emotional health. Studies show that releasing anger and resentment reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, improves mental clarity, and increases overall well-being. Emotionally, forgiveness reduces anxiety and depression, creating space for joy, love, and positive experiences. By freeing ourselves from the weight of negativity, we enhance every aspect of our life. Ultimately, the transformative power of forgiveness lies in its ability to heal the soul and elevate the spirit. It allows us to release what no longer serves us, embrace compassion for ourselves and others, and create a life of balance, harmony, and abundance. Forgiveness empowers us to transcend pain, experience true freedom, and awaken our inner light, radiating peace and love into the world. If this message touched your heart, follow us to continue learning how to embrace forgiveness, heal your soul, and cultivate meaningful relationships while awakening your inner light. Part 10. Harmony between body, mind, and spirit. How aligning all dimensions of existence creates a fulfilling life. True harmony arises when the body, mind, and spirit function in alignment, creating a sense of balance, vitality, and purpose. Each dimension of our being, physical, mental, and spiritual, affects the others, and neglecting any one aspect can disrupt overall well-being. Cultivating harmony means nurturing each element, understanding its interconnection, and consciously integrating practices that strengthen, balance, and align all aspects of ourselves. Physical well-being forms the foundation of harmony. Caring for the body through proper nutrition, exercise, rest, and mindful movement enhances energy, focus, and vitality. When the body is strong and healthy, it supports mental clarity and spiritual awareness, providing the energy and resilience needed to pursue our goals and fulfill our purpose. Conversely, physical neglect can create tension, fatigue, and imbalance that ripple into emotional and spiritual realms. Mental balance is equally essential. Our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes shape our perception of reality. By cultivating mindfulness, positive thinking, and emotional intelligence, we create a mental environment that fosters growth, creativity, and inner peace. Mental clarity allows us to make sound decisions, process experiences constructively, and maintain perspective, even when faced with life's challenges. Techniques such as journaling, meditation, or reflection support mental alignment and strengthen cognitive resilience. Spiritual alignment completes the triad of harmony. Connecting with our inner self, higher power, or universal energy grounds us in purpose, meaning, and inner peace. Spiritual practices such as prayer, meditation, acts of kindness, or contemplation foster a sense of unity, empathy, and guidance. When the spirit is nourished, it radiates into the mind and body, creating a holistic sense of balance and well-being that permeates all areas of life. The integration of body, mind, and spirit enhances our ability to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. When we experience alignment, stress is managed more effectively, emotional responses are balanced, and physical energy is sustained. Harmony allows us to act intentionally, respond thoughtfully, and live with integrity, authenticity, and purpose. Each aspect of ourselves supports the others, creating a feedback loop of strength, clarity, and vitality. Daily practices reinforce harmony. Balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, mindfulness exercises, reflection, and spiritual engagement all contribute to the holistic well-being of body, mind, and spirit. Consistency in these practices builds resilience, strengthens intuition, and deepens our awareness of the interconnectedness of life. Even small, intentional actions create significant shifts over time, fostering an enduring sense of equilibrium. Harmony also positively influences relationships and interactions. When we are balanced internally, we communicate more clearly, act with empathy, and foster connection rather than conflict. Our aligned energy becomes a source of inspiration and support, helping others find their own balance and reinforcing a positive cycle of influence and growth. Ultimately, the journey toward harmony between body, mind, and spirit is ongoing and dynamic. Each day presents opportunities to nurture, align, and strengthen ourselves. By consciously integrating all dimensions of our being, we create a life of fulfillment, purpose, and spiritual alignment. This balance allows us to navigate life with clarity, resilience, and joy, radiating positivity and harmony to all those around us. If this message resonated with you, follow us to continue cultivating harmony between your body, mind, and spirit, awakening your inner light, and creating a fulfilling, balanced, and purposeful life. Part 11. The Art of Living with Gratitude. Transforming every moment into an opportunity for joy and growth. Living with gratitude is an art that enriches every aspect of life. It is more than acknowledging blessings. It is a conscious practice of recognizing the abundance in each moment, appreciating the lessons in challenges, and celebrating the beauty of existence. Gratitude transforms perception, fostering positivity, resilience, and emotional well-being, while also deepening spiritual awareness and connection. Gratitude shifts focus from what is lacking to what is present, encouraging mindfulness and awareness of life's richness. Even in the midst of difficulties, it allows us to identify lessons, growth opportunities, and sources of joy that might otherwise go unnoticed. This perspective nurtures mental clarity, emotional stability, and inner peace, helping us navigate challenges with grace and acceptance. Daily practice strengthens the capacity for gratitude. Writing in a gratitude journal, expressing appreciation to others, reflecting on personal achievements, or simply pausing to acknowledge life's small wonders trains the mind to notice abundance consistently. Over time, these practices rewire thought patterns, replacing negativity with appreciation, fostering optimism, and enhancing overall well-being. Gratitude also deepens spiritual connection. Recognizing the blessings and lessons in our lives aligns us with higher vibrations and the flow of the universe. This alignment strengthens intuition, fosters compassion, and reinforces faith in the unfolding of life. Gratitude becomes a bridge between our inner self and the external world, allowing us to experience life with heightened awareness, joy, and meaning. Emotionally, gratitude enhances resilience. By focusing on what is positive and meaningful, we reduce stress, anxiety, and feelings of lack. Gratitude nurtures patience and acceptance, allowing us to meet difficulties with equanimity and hope. This practice also cultivates empathy and compassion, encouraging supportive relationships and a deeper understanding of others' experiences. Gratitude impacts our physical well-being as well. Studies show that individuals who regularly practice gratitude experience improved sleep, lower stress levels, increased energy, and overall health benefits. By appreciating life, we release tension, foster balance, and promote harmony within the body, mind, and spirit. Living with gratitude transforms relationships. Expressing appreciation to loved ones, co-workers, or even strangers strengthens bonds, builds trust, and fosters a positive environment. Acts of kindness, verbal acknowledgement, or simply being present with others demonstrate gratitude, amplifying its effects and creating a ripple of positivity that extends beyond ourselves. Gratitude also encourages presence and mindful engagement with life. By noticing and appreciating small moments, a smile, a kind gesture, or a natural beauty, we cultivate awareness and connection to the present moment. This mindfulness enhances emotional stability, clarity, and fulfillment, allowing us to experience life fully rather than passively. Ultimately, the art of living with gratitude is a continuous practice that transforms perception, enriches experiences, and deepens our connection to self, others, and the universe. By embracing gratitude daily, we cultivate joy, resilience, and spiritual growth, awakening the inner light that guides us to a life of abundance, harmony, and fulfillment. If this message inspired you, follow us to continue mastering the art of living with gratitude, awakening your inner light, and transforming every moment into an opportunity for joy, growth, and abundance. Part 12. The courage to begin again. Overcoming fears and emerging stronger with every cycle of life. Life is a series of cycles, each offering opportunities for growth, learning, and renewal. The courage to begin again is the ability to embrace change, release what no longer serves us, and move forward despite fear, uncertainty, or past failures. It is a testament to resilience, hope, and the unwavering belief in our capacity to create a better future. Starting anew requires introspection and self-awareness. By reflecting on past experiences, understanding lessons learned, and acknowledging both successes and mistakes, we gain clarity about the direction we wish to pursue. This insight empowers us to make conscious choices, fostering confidence in our ability to navigate unfamiliar paths with determination and wisdom. Fear often accompanies new beginnings. Fear of failure, rejection, or uncertainty can paralyze action, keeping us trapped in comfort zones or past experiences. Yet, courage is not the absence of fear but the willingness to act despite it. Each step taken in faith, even small ones, strengthens our confidence, expands our perspective, and builds momentum toward positive transformation. Resilience and self-belief are crucial for embracing new beginnings. Life may challenge us with setbacks, doubts, or unexpected detours, yet each obstacle presents an opportunity for growth. By trusting in our inner strength and the wisdom gained from previous experiences, we develop the courage to persevere, adapt, and thrive even in the face of adversity. Spiritual alignment reinforces the courage to begin again. By connecting with our higher self, divine guidance, or universal energy, we gain perspective, inspiration, and inner strength. Spiritual practices such as meditation, reflection, or prayer provide clarity, reduce anxiety, and instill a sense of purpose, allowing us to approach new endeavors with confidence and peace. Letting go of the past is essential for renewal. Clinging to old patterns, regrets, or attachments hinders progress and perpetuates stagnation. By releasing what no longer serves our growth, we create space for new experiences, relationships, and opportunities. This act of surrender is not a loss but a conscious choice to prioritize our evolution and embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Setting intentions is a powerful tool for beginning again. Clearly defining goals, visualizing success, and committing to consistent, purposeful action aligns our energy with desired outcomes. Intentions guide our steps, sustain motivation, and strengthen our focus, ensuring that each new beginning is purposeful, meaningful, and aligned with our highest potential. Support and connection enhance the courage to start over. Sharing experiences, seeking guidance, or surrounding ourselves with uplifting influences provides encouragement, perspective, and reassurance. These relationships reinforce our determination and remind us that we are not alone in our journey. Ultimately, the courage to begin again is an expression of faith, resilience, and self-empowerment. It allows us to transcend fear, embrace opportunity, and move forward with confidence and grace. Each new beginning is a chance to rewrite our story, strengthen our character, and awaken the inner light that guides us toward fulfillment and purpose. If this message inspired you, follow us to continue embracing the courage to begin again, overcome fears, and awaken your inner light as you navigate each cycle of life with strength and hope. Part 13. The Power of Inner Silence. Finding clarity, peace, and connection with your essence through silence. Inner silence is a gateway to clarity, peace, and self-awareness. In a world overflowing with noise, distractions, and constant demands, cultivating silence within allows us to connect with our true essence and the wisdom that resides deep in our soul. Silence is not emptiness. It is a fertile space where reflection, intuition, and spiritual growth flourish, enabling us to hear the subtle guidance that often goes unnoticed amid chaos. The practice of inner silence begins with stillness. By pausing, slowing down, and observing our thoughts without judgment, we create a space where insight emerges naturally. Mindful meditation, contemplative reflection, or simply quiet moments in nature help anchor our awareness, allowing us to detach from external pressures and tune into our inner voice. This connection fosters clarity, focus, and emotional equilibrium. Silence enhances self-awareness and emotional intelligence. In stillness, we can recognize habitual thought patterns, emotional triggers, and limiting beliefs. This awareness empowers us to respond consciously rather than react impulsively, reducing stress, conflict, and inner turmoil. By listening attentively to our inner dialogue, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves, our desires, and our purpose. Spiritually, silence is a bridge to higher consciousness. In moments of quiet reflection or meditation, we become receptive to intuition, divine guidance, and universal wisdom. Silence creates an environment for spiritual alignment, allowing insights, clarity, and inspiration to emerge. By embracing these quiet moments regularly, we strengthen our connection to the higher self and the deeper truths that guide our journey. Inner silence also nurtures resilience and patience. When we step back from noise and distraction, we gain perspective, calmness, and the ability to approach challenges with thoughtful composure. Silence allows us to evaluate situations objectively, consider multiple perspectives, and act with intention rather than impulsivity. This deliberate approach strengthens our confidence and equips us to navigate life's complexities with grace. Practicing silence enhances creativity and problem-solving. By quieting the mind, we allow innovative ideas, solutions, and inspiration to arise organically. Distractions, overthinking, and mental clutter diminish, creating clarity that fuels effective decision-making, strategic thinking, and purposeful action. Silence becomes a powerful tool for intellectual, emotional, and spiritual growth. Silence also deepens relationships and empathy. By cultivating inner stillness, we become better listeners, more attuned to others' needs, and capable of responding with understanding and compassion. Our presence becomes grounded, calm, and reassuring, fostering connection and trust in both personal and professional relationships. Daily practices of silence can include meditation, mindful walking, quiet reflection, journaling, or spending intentional time away from screens and external stimuli. These practices reinforce inner peace, focus, and clarity, allowing us to navigate life with confidence, mindfulness, and spiritual alignment. Ultimately, the power of inner silence lies in its ability to illuminate the path within. It allows us to hear our inner guidance, cultivate emotional and mental clarity, and awaken the wisdom that resides in the heart and soul. By embracing silence, we transform noise into insight, chaos into calm, and distraction into purposeful presence, opening the door to a life of balance, peace, and fulfillment. CTA. If this message resonated with you, follow us to continue exploring the power of inner silence, awakening your inner light, and connecting with your true essence through mindful reflection and stillness. Part 14. Embracing the flow of life. Letting go of control and trusting the journey with faith and openness. Embracing the flow of life is the practice of surrender, trust, and alignment with the natural rhythms of existence. Life is dynamic and unpredictable, filled with changes, opportunities, and challenges that often lie beyond our control. By releasing resistance, accepting what is, and moving with the current rather than against it, we cultivate peace, resilience, and a deeper connection to our higher self. Flow is not passivity, it is conscious engagement with life, harmonizing intention, action, and openness to possibilities. The practice of embracing flow begins with awareness. Observing life without judgment and recognizing the transient nature of circumstances allows us to respond with clarity rather than react impulsively. This awareness enables us to identify what we can influence and release attachment to outcomes beyond our control, reducing stress, frustration, and anxiety. By accepting the ebb and flow of experiences, we cultivate a sense of inner stability and flexibility. Flow requires trust in ourselves, in the wisdom of the universe, and in the unfolding of life. Fear and resistance often arise when outcomes are uncertain, but by choosing faith over doubt, we open ourselves to new experiences, growth, and opportunities. Trust allows us to act with intention while remaining open to unexpected guidance, creating a harmonious balance between effort and surrender. Surrendering does not mean inaction. It means acting with awareness, aligning our efforts with purpose, and letting go of rigid expectations. By integrating patience, intuition, and deliberate action, we move through challenges gracefully, allowing solutions and opportunities to emerge naturally. Flow encourages creativity, adaptability, and openness, enabling us to navigate life's complexities with confidence and composure. Spiritually, embracing flow strengthens alignment with our higher self and the universe. When we release resistance and act from a place of trust, we connect with guidance, insight, and inspiration beyond ordinary perception. Flow opens the heart, deepens intuition, and fosters a sense of unity with the greater whole, allowing us to experience life as a co-creative journey rather than a struggle against circumstance. Flow enhances resilience and emotional balance. By accepting life as it unfolds, we reduce mental conflict, cultivate patience, and respond to challenges with thoughtful composure. This flexibility allows us to maintain perspective, overcome adversity, and find opportunity within difficulty. Each moment of conscious surrender reinforces our confidence, clarity, and inner peace. Flow also deepens relationships and collaboration. When we approach interactions with openness, empathy, and trust, we foster understanding, harmony, and mutual respect. Relationships flourish when we release control and allow connection, communication, and cooperation to unfold naturally. The energy of flow creates a supportive environment for growth, creativity, and shared purpose. Daily practices to embrace flow include mindfulness, meditation, reflection, and conscious observation of thoughts and emotions. Spending time in nature, practicing gratitude, or journaling can help attune to life's natural rhythms. Each practice cultivates awareness, presence, and alignment, strengthening our ability to move through life with ease and confidence. Ultimately, embracing the flow of life is a transformative practice that fosters peace, resilience, and spiritual alignment. It allows us to navigate uncertainty with grace, act with clarity and intention, and connect deeply with our higher self and the universe. By surrendering to life's rhythms, we awaken our inner light, discover harmony within, and create a path of fulfillment, purpose, and joy. If this message inspired you, follow us to continue learning how to embrace the flow of life, awaken your inner light, and live with faith, balance, and alignment every day. Part 15. Integrating wisdom and living fully. Applying lessons learned to create a purposeful and abundant life. The final step in our journey of personal and spiritual growth is integration. The ability to apply the wisdom we have gathered through experiences, reflection, and inner exploration into our daily lives. Integration is the art of living fully, consciously, and authentically, ensuring that every action, decision, and intention aligns with our highest self. This process transforms knowledge into lived experience, turning insights into habits, and understanding into purposeful action. Integration begins with self-awareness. Recognizing patterns, identifying lessons, and understanding the impact of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors allows us to make conscious choices that reflect our values and aspirations. By observing life with clarity and intention, we bridge the gap between theory and practice, transforming spiritual insights into tangible improvements in daily life. Emotional intelligence is central to integration. By acknowledging and understanding our emotions, we cultivate balance, empathy, and resilience. Integrating this awareness into interactions, decision-making, and problem-solving enhances relationships, promotes harmony, and supports effective communication. Emotional mastery ensures that our actions are guided by clarity rather than impulsivity, fostering a life of alignment, integrity, and purpose. Spiritual integration involves aligning daily actions with inner wisdom and higher principles. When we honor our spiritual insights through conscious choices, We strengthen our connection to the universe and our higher self. Practices such as meditation, gratitude, and mindful reflection reinforce this alignment, allowing spiritual understanding to permeate every aspect of life. Integration transforms spiritual awareness from a concept into a lived reality, fostering fulfillment, peace, and purpose. Physical and mental alignment are also critical. Nurturing the body with healthful habits, maintaining mental clarity through mindfulness, and managing stress effectively create a foundation for sustainable personal growth. When body, mind, and spirit operate in harmony, we experience energy, focus, and vitality, empowering us to pursue goals, engage meaningfully with others, and respond to life's challenges with composure and creativity. Integration is reflected in the way we interact with others. By embodying the principles of compassion, forgiveness, patience, and empathy, we contribute positively to our relationships and communities. The lessons we have learned become a source of inspiration, guidance, and support for others, creating a ripple effect of growth and well-being that extends beyond ourselves. Applying wisdom also involves conscious goal setting and intentional living. By clarifying values, defining objectives, and creating actionable plans, we translate insight into progress. Each step taken with awareness reinforces self-confidence, resilience, and alignment, transforming aspirations into tangible achievements while maintaining connection with our inner purpose. Challenges remain opportunities for integration. Life continuously presents experiences that test our understanding, patience, and adaptability. By approaching these moments consciously, we apply accumulated knowledge, remain grounded, and navigate complexities with clarity and grace. Each obstacle becomes a stepping stone, further strengthening the connection between insight and action. Ultimately, integrating wisdom allows us to live fully and authentically. It empowers us to create a life of meaning, abundance, and fulfillment, guided by clarity, compassion, and spiritual alignment. Integration transforms personal growth into lived experience, ensuring that every moment, action, and decision reflects the highest expression of our inner light and purpose. If this journey inspired you, follow us to continue integrating wisdom into your life, awaken your inner light, and create a purposeful, abundant, and fulfilling life every day.